Hey guys, I'm doing a makeover on my friend Maribel for a Galentine's Day, kind of like a women's business fair event with my good friend Adriana, who's the hairstylist that you'll see doing hair. So we wanted to do just like a neutral soft glam, prepped her skin. I only packed for her. I had a very small micro kit, so I had to kind of use what I packed. I knew what she looked like beforehand, so it kind of helped me narrow things down. But I prepped her skin. And I have the Charlotte Tilbury serum, moisturizer, um, Cinderella, like pink drink mist, Aquaphor in the lips, eye gel patches. And now I'm just going to do her eyes while that sinks in. I had plenty of time because we were kind of doing a demo during this fair. So I wanted to just have people come by our booth, see what we were doing. We were like doing a spin the wheel where we were like letting people sign up for the newsletter and get prizes while we were doing makeup and hair. And the hair is going to be like a Hollywood wave. So on the eyes, I put concealer, a little peach, warm peach in the crease, a dark brown in the outer V and lash line. And then I'm using a dark brown Inglot gel liner and I smoke that out. And I spent a lot of time just kind of like really keeping the eyes soft and super blended. Her eyes are big, but they're slightly hooded. So they were a little bit tricky because like they looked like her eyes kind of ate some of the design when they opened up. So I kind of had to find that balance between using all of her space but making sure you could still see it. So like I said, spent a lot of time on that eyeliner to kind of smoke it out and use my good old Inglot to do that. It was really a bunch of like add, blend. And I tried not to block the camera again, but y'all, I tried to find a good angle where it wasn't blocking the hall where people were walking as well as so you could kind of see at least a decent amount of her face. So she has lash extensions, so I didn't have to do lashes. I kind of wish she didn't because then I would be a little bit more of a dramatic reveal, but it's okay. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on this eyeliner. Um, Sorry, I'm blocking this with my arms. But this is like real time. I just sped it up because I wanted you to see how much time I spent on each step. So I smoked out the liner with a dark brown eyeshadow. I was using Too Faced Sunset Strip and Natural Nudes palettes because they're small and they contain all the neutrals I need. So I move on to brows. I use my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in black and my MAC Pencil in Stud, which is a dark brown. Her brows are dark, but they're a little bit thin. They're nice, but thin. And I wanted to make them bigger and more dramatic just to kind of go with look because I knew I was going to post this on social media. You know, you got to go for it. So I wanted them to be bigger so it was a little bit more glam. You'll see a lot of people coming to visit at the booth because we knew a lot of people um, at this fair. So real time, y'all. So yeah, I made the brows thicker and I extended them a little bit. And I also use a little bit of my center brow palette because I have the noir shadow that I added as contrast with my angled brush for like little hair-like strokes. So you see Adriana in the background, by the way, she's like pin curling her hair to kind of prep it for the Hollywood waves. And I'm used to doing makeup and hair at the same time. Me and Adriana have done a ton of gigs together, so it doesn't bother me that she's kind of jostling her a bit. Plus, I had a lot of time, and I knew like it wasn't like a rush or anything. So I'm concealing the brow bone with my graftobian foundations, blending that out. So I use a lighter color on the brow bone, skin tone on top, and then I set that with a nude shadow. Then I blend the crease up a little bit more again to kind of use up that space. Remove those gel patches. Now we're going to move to the skin. So I'm going to use a illuminator, the NARS Skin Booster, and L'Oreal Lumi Glotion in medium, and the NARS on the outside in medium dark. Then I move on to my foundation. She does have combinations again, so I use a silicone-based foundation, Face Atelier shade number 6, which was a pretty good match for her. And then I went in with my NARS color corrector underneath her eyes because she says she hates her dark circles, just to help neutralize that. And around her mouth as well because she did have a little bit of gray on there too. Then I go in with concealer to highlight under her eyes. At first I was using a mix of Kosas and Too Faced Born This Way, but it wasn't bright enough. So I shifted to my Hourglass Sepia, which is one of my favorite kind of brightening under eye shades. So I'm tapping that on with a new concealer brush. I switched to a new one because the other one had color corrector. And I'm using that on her T-zone, the center of her face, to brighten and add a contrast. I only brought one brush set, so I wish I had a larger brush to do this, but gotta work with what you got. All right, so now I'm going in and blending that concealer into the rest of their face with my favorite brush, Anissa, and then I'm going with cream contour from LYS. It's like a cream bronzer stick to add dimension, and I was truly trying to like look at her face shape and decide where I wanted to add some lift and some contour. It was a teeny bit dark for her, so I spent time also blending that out. And then I went in with my nose contour as well. So she told me that she actually liked that I was using cream products because she found that powder products make her dry, which is true. She has mature skin as well, like me, so I knew how to kind of work it. So I'm blending in that contour as much as possible, and then adding some cream blush. I'm adding LYS cream blush. I love this shade because it has like a shimmer to it and a little bit of dewiness and glow. And I come back in with my Anissa foundation brush I use to apply a foundation because it helps me really blend out those edges of the color. So adding a little bit more highlight and contour according to her face shape. I concealed underneath her contour to just kind of clean it up with my Hourglass concealer. Some people do it with powder, but like I said, I work mostly with creams to kind of keep it hydrated and dewy. And then I add the Rare Beauty Illuminator to her cheekbones for some glow. So everything is wet at this point. Everything is like super blended and creamy and hydrating. And then once that's all laid down, I'll go ahead and in with my powder products. So I forgot my velour powder puff at home because like I said, I had a mini kit. We were giving away these sponges with our spin the wheel giveaway. So I just decided to use this dry beauty blender as my powder applicator and it worked. Then I go in with my Dior shimmers and set the highlight. Go in with my MAC Sunbask blush to set the blush. And then I go in with my MAC contour and sculpt powders to set her contour. So I just match basically the powders to the creams. And then I'm going to finish her lower lash line now that all her concealer and under eyes are done. I go in with a dark brown on the lower lash line, a pencil from Urban Decay Whiskey. And then in her waterline, I use MAC, actually Sephora's 12-hour contour liner in black lace. I did the whole under eye in black because she has large eyes. I don't always, actually, most of the time I don't do that because she had large eyes. I thought she could handle it, but I just made sure to soften that lower lash line with brown shadow and really smoke it and soften it. And then underneath the brown shadow, I use a like peach color that matches her crease. And I really went in and hit like the inner tear ducts with the eyeliner as well. And then I applied mascara just to her lower lash line with my little dental spoolie because she has extensions. So I didn't want to, put mascara on those. And then I just added a little bit more shimmer to the lid to kind of set. I had put Color Fix, like a pinky shimmery gold from Dennis & Mark. So I set that and added a bronze to just kind of finish the blend on the lid. On the lips, I planned on overdrawing. I already knew I was going to do that, so I used my Anywhere Caffeine from Make It Forever, and then I used Limitless Brown on the outside for a little bit more darker contour. It came out a little darker than I was hoping, actually. So I lightened the middle with, I think it's Up and Down Tan, and then I used a pink lipstick from my lipstick palette to kind of brighten it. I think I could have got a little bit more pink, but it was still cute. And then I used a Sephora pink gloss. Again, I've only packed a very few products, one lip gloss, so that's what I used. I should have packed a nude pink. And I thought about it too, but it just didn't happen. Set with spray again, and Adriana is fixing the hair. And I'm just kind of touching up with my RC pressed powder, a little bit more shimmer on the body and on the cheekbones. And that's the final look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I've been doing a lot of trying to film my makeups for you guys lately. Oh, here I am setting with a little bit more powder. And here's the reveal. And she loved it. See the hair? It really completes everything, right? Super soft and pretty. Hope you guys enjoyed. Ciao, Bellas.